What's up? It's your boy Philly Dark One for more Hip Hop News TV. And on this episode, we talking about the Diddy trial. Now, let's run back the tapes. Now, we remember when we saw the video of Diddy abusing Cassie. It was disgusting. It was the worst thing I ever seen on social media, TV, any kind of media. Now, with that being said, we all know that Diddy is an abuser, a woman abuser. He abused his power with her. Now, fast forward, his trial has started, and we've seen a parade of people come on the stand by way of the sketches. Now, we saw Cassie come out and say everything that she said, and we looked at Cassie like, yeah, now we hear the story. You were a part of that, but you still didn't deserve what you got. Boom. We had that testimony. Then we had the testimony of Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi said that Diddy reminded him of a supervillain. He burnt his car. Then when he went to go meet up with him, he's standing over the balcony with his hands behind his back, looking real suspicious. Now, as we keep going through this trial, now this testimony right here, I think this the testimony that will put the nails in your boy Diddy's coffin. If y'all know what I'm talking about, watch this video and tell me what y'all think. Hit me in the comments and let me know what y'all think about Diddy's chances of escaping this without doing a lengthy time sentence in jail, in federal prison.
Death threats, car chases, guns, alleged kidnapping. Diddy's former assistant turned executive delivered explosive testimony week 3 of the Diddy trial. During much of it sounded like she was describing scenes out of a movie. Capricorn Clark says in 2004, her first day on the job working for Diddy, she says he took her on a walk to Central Park and told her if she still had ties to her former boss, Suge Knight, that he'd have to kill her. But it didn't end there. We also heard her side of a story that we've heard before, the day that Kid Cudi's house got broken into. It's December 22nd, 2011, and she says early in the morning, someone is pounding at her door. She looks through the peephole and sees Diddy waving a gun, furious. She says he was demanding to know who Scott was. She says, I don't know a Scott. And he clarifies, Kid Cudi. So then she says, oh, that's Cassie's friend. So he tells her, get dressed. We're gonna go kill this. Capricorn testified that she told Diddy she didn't want to go, but Diddy told her, I don't give a what you want to do. So Capricorn, Diddy, and his security guard Ruben start driving in a black Escalade towards the Hollywood Hills. Capricorn says that they pull up to Kid Cudi's house and Diddy and the security guard gain access to his home while Capricorn stays behind in the SUV. She says she called Cassie on her burner phone to warn her about what's going on. She says she quickly changes Cassie's burner phone contact on her phone to some random name, but Diddy is onto it. She says he picks up her phone and calls the last number that she called, and Cassie answers. Now he is furious, and around this time is when Kid Cudi pulls up in a black Porsche to his own home. She notices, and Diddy goes, there's that right there. According to Capricorn, that's when a car chase ensues. They all jump into the black SUV and start chasing Kid Cudi up the Hollywood Hills. But remember, Kid Cudi testified that on his way to confront Diddy, he called the cops because he wasn't sure if they had guns. The cops pull up around the same time, and that's when Capricorn says Diddy snaps out of it. And now he's more concerned about Kid Cudi reporting him to the cops, so she says that he threatens her and Cassie to convince Kid Cudi to stay silent or he'll kill them. When all is said and done, Cassie and Capricorn go to Diddy's house, and that's when she says he loses it. Capricorn says that Diddy repeatedly kicks Cassie, full force, she said, until she's crouched into a fetal position. She says Cassie doesn't say a word, she's just silently crying, and with each kick, he kicks her closer to the street. And Capricorn starts getting emotional as she explains that she didn't intervene because she was in shock. But she says she did call Cassie's mom to warn her that Diddy's beating the shit out of your daughter, and she said, I can't call the police, but you can. At this point in her testimony, we go full circle back to the email that Cassie allegedly sent her mom, telling her that Diddy was threatening to release sex tapes and hurt her and Kid Cudi. Capricorn's testimony lasted a full day and showed a pattern of intimidation, control, and threats. She described a time where she lost jewelry that Diddy had on loan from Jacob the jeweler. She says that resulted in her home being torn apart and her being hauled off to a dilapidated building where she was strapped to a lie detector. And for 5 days, she says she was taken there, unable to leave, questioned, taken taken home and then brought right back in the morning. At one point, she says the associate that was there threatened her that if she failed, she would be thrown into the East River. She says at the end the test was inconclusive, but says that she didn't tell anyone because she was under an NDA. She also described how brutal the working environment was under Diddy and echoed what 2 other assistants have already testified, that they would work 20-hour days in high-stress environments. She said Diddy would yell at her, and one time in Miami even pushed her and told her to get the F out of his house, as because of the working conditions, she developed stress-induced alopecia. But despite all of this, she ended up going back to work for Diddy multiple times, the last time in 2016 to work as a creative director for Cassie. She says partly because of the work, but also partly because she felt she was blacklisted when she left. And the defense jumped all over that. During cross-examination, Diddy's attorney Mark Agnifilo pointed out the fact that Capricorn over the years would send emails to Diddy wishing him well. She once told him she had a crush on him, and also as recently as 2024 was reaching out for a job opportunity. Mark Agnifilo then showed the court several emails where Capricorn is pleading for Diddy to take her back. And then Capricorn says that she was hurt to learn that the only reason that Diddy offered her a job again is because Cassie requested her. She then went on to say, "This is my whole life and they're shenanigans. I have no parents. My son has autism. He's nonverbal. My stakes are higher, sir." She also says that she returned to work with Diddy to show that she wasn't disposable. And at this level of business, she said, he had all the power.